Okay, grade 4, we're going to finish up with our tessellation project now. By now, I hope that you have created your tessellation. You have your supplies ready, which is crayons or markers. Either one of those are fine. And if you remember, we had our template, which was our shape that we created, and we tessellated it. We repeated it, fitting into each other with no spaces until we completed it all the way off to the edge, even the little pieces of our paper. Even those little edges are part of another tessellation. It's as if this tessellation could go on forever and ever and ever. And now you've outlined it with either marker or crayons, and you can use a Sharpie, but just remember to put something underneath if you're using crayons, something nice and soft, and especially if you're using a Sharpie so it doesn't bleed through the paper onto your nice surface. I'm choosing to use crayons, so that's why I have a nice magazine under it. So now I look at it. Let me see. I can turn it this way. What do I see in it? Well, let me think a little bit. If I turn it this way, what do I see? How about this way? Do I see anything? Let me think a minute. One more. You know what? I see something in every single way that I turn it. Every single way. That's really funny. If I turn it this way, I see a friendly ghost saying hi. See that? A friendly ghost. He's saying, putting up his arm saying hi there. If I turn it this way, I see a little elf, and with a big striped hat I can make, and a big smile and a little curvy nose. If I turn it this way, I could see a bat. And if I turn it this way, I see a fish. Ta-da! All right, so what you're going to do when you decide what you see in yours is you can take your pencil first and put in the details. The first detail I put in was an eye. And I put it in every one first, exactly the same. Now you have to be careful because you might not have enough room in the end pieces for the eye, but this one had enough room because the eye was close to the curve of the fish's nose there, so I had enough room. If I had put something all the way out here, I would not have had enough room. After I put the eye in, and I just sort of give me an idea where I want the pupil of the eye to be, he has a fin right here and here, so I'll put the fin in like a little upside down triangle, again and again and again. Now I don't think I have enough room for the fin here because it's way behind the eye, and I don't have enough room here. Let me see. Well, I do have enough room here, but it won't be the whole fin. It's only going to be part of the fin. It won't fit all the way. So I'll get as much as I can. No room here at all. And that's perfectly all right. Then I gave the fish a stripe. Sort of reminded me of Nemo a little bit. It goes right through the fin. So I'm going to give him a stripe right behind here, and then right over here, and right behind here, and right over here, and right behind here. It sort of goes through the middle of the fin, right behind his eye, and I think I'll have room for part of it here. See? That's all the room I have there. And let me see, down here, behind, and I only have enough to go on the top. Here, and only enough to go through the top here and here, and I do have enough here just for part of that. I'll finish up. I get his little, the pupil of his eye, until they all look pretty much the same. I think so. Now I'm ready to put my color in. I chose my crayons, and I have an orange color for here. Oh, I forgot one up there. I think I have room for that. There. Now I can start to put my color in, like that, you know, all around. And this is the black, part of the black stripe on my Nemo kind of fish. You know, they're called clownfish. And then the rest of the fish's body, I chose this color, like that. And for his fin, I chose a light orange, which I did already here. And then his eyelid, I have this nice green. And that's the way you finish. Now, don't forget these little pieces here. This is the end of one of the fish. Remember? Here. So that should be this color. Here's another one. It's the end, the fins of the fish, so that should be that color too. Let me do both of them quickly. I press kind of hard on the crayons to leave a lot of color, and it also feels nice because I'm working on a magazine. And this too, there's the little bitty part end of the fish. So that has to be that color too. Okay, boys and girls, until you're all done with your tessellation. Now, another way to do it, which I really enjoyed, is this one. I used the ghost. I took a color, any color that you like, and you make a dark outline with the crayon. A nice, thick outline with your crayon, and you press kind of hard on it because you want to really see the color. No skinny mini outlines. Give it some thickness to it. I turn my paper. Sometimes it's so much easier when I can just turn my paper around. There. Don't forget the edges too. That's why in a magazine it's good, because I can go off the paper and I won't damage my desk. There we go. Around and around and around and around and around. Now, inside, I press lightly on my crayon, like this. So I get the same color, but I get a lighter version of it inside and a darker version. Now, if you have a Sharpie, you can put the details in. A Sharpie will go over crayon. A Sharpie will go over the crayon. That's why I love Sharpies so much. I know in my classroom we use them a lot. I love them because they do so much. Here's my Sharpie, and I need my ghost's eyes. See, right over the crayon. And a happy mouth, because he's a nice ghost. There. And you can finish up yours too. Remember, boys and girls, please take a picture when you're done and send it to my Gmail. My Gmail address is on the original letter that was sent to your parents. Please don't forget to tell me who you are who made this wonderful tessellation. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for our next project, boys and girls.